Vice President-elect is veering off the tour tomorrow on his own because he is going to Louisiana. Louisiana, they haven't had the election yet, at least not all of the election. A week from tomorrow, next Saturday, Louisiana is going to go back to the polls, and that will decide whether there are 48 Democrats in the United States Senate or 49. And that's potentially an important difference. I mean, this is how the Senate looks right now. After picking up 2 seats in this election on November 8th, Democrats now have 48 seats to the Republicans' 51. That's a difference of 3 seats between them. If the Republican wins in this Louisiana Senate race, that would increase their majority from 3 to 4. But if the Democrats win that Louisiana Senate race a week from tomorrow, that would mean the Republicans only have a 2-vote margin. On any 1 vote, if Democrats could pick off just 1 Republican senator, the Senate would be tied. If the Democrats pick off 2 Republican senators, they'd get a majority of the vote. So it's important. That clear dot, that 1 outstanding seat in the Senate, that Louisiana Senate seat that is yet to be voted on, yet to be decided, that really could make an important difference. And there really isn't much in terms of polling for this Louisiana race. That's the Democratic candidate, Foster Campbell, on the left. That's the Republican candidate, John Kennedy, on the right. And in terms of the prospects for this race, Louisiana definitely is a red state. But just last year in Louisiana, they elected a Democrat to be their governor. And that Democratic governor, John Bel Edwards, is squarely in support of the Democratic Senate candidate, Foster Campbell. And so, yeah, Mike Pence is going to Louisiana tomorrow to campaign in that race. He's going to campaign for the Republican Senate candidate tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of early voting for this race. Republicans sending in their big gun, right? Sending in the vice president-elect to go help the Republican candidate. They are not taking this race for granted. This is the last contested Senate seat in Washington, for crying out loud. They're sending Mike Pence down there. Here's my question. Where are the national Democrats on this? Mike Pence is flying in on the Republican side. Who's flying in to support the Democratic candidate in this race? President Obama, are you busy? Mrs. First Lady? Anybody? You guys got plans? Nobody, as far as we can tell. And check this out. At this point, the Democratic Senate Campaign Committee, which is the Senate campaign arm of the Democratic Party, they're not even going so far as to push Foster Campbell on their website. Look at their website right now. Stay tuned to learn more about our efforts to take back the Senate. No mention of the candidate they have running for a Senate seat just next week in what is admittedly an uphill race, but is a potentially winnable race. Democrats, what's going on here? Seriously, Mike Pence is busy right now. Mike Pence is running the transition, and he's still the governor of Indiana, and presumably they're going to have to send him to Beijing any minute to stop the war with China that Donald Trump accidentally almost started today when he inadvertently answered his phone. Hi, Taiwan! I mean, Mike Pence is busy. But still, he's making time because that Senate seat is important. They're sending Pence to Louisiana tomorrow to fight for that Senate seat. Why aren't the Democrats fighting for it, too? Seriously, 1 race left in the whole country. What else are you working on? What's going on here?